What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a swatching video. So when I had my allergic reactions, I told you guys that I would be doing more of these, and I was for a little while, and then I kind of went off to really just give you guys a bunch of reviews, but I want to start incorporating these swatching videos back into my channel again. Today's video, or the palette that I'm going to be swatching today, is my Nomad Cosmetics Lago di Como palette. This is my second palette from Nomad Cosmetics. It is actually the palette that I have on my eyes today. I wanted to kind of finalize my thoughts when it came to this particular palette, so I went ahead and did this look. The only thing that's on my eyes that is not from this palette is actually my inner corner highlight. I actually used my Fenty Beauty Galaxy eyeshadow palette, and I went ahead and used this greeny, oh gosh, I used this greeny shade and this really light blue shade. I actually mixed those two in my inner corner because this is pretty much a blue green look. I'm satisfied with it. I think it looks cool. Everything else will be listed down below. I went back to my normal cheek products and my Bittersweet liquid lipstick from ABH. Fun fact, today I was able to just get away with just using my NARS Tinted Trinidad, which is good and bad because then I can work on this baby more, but it's sad because I lost my tan. But anyways, if you're interested in seeing the swatches for this 9-pan palette from Nomad Cosmetics, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do is just go row by row by row as I always do. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch it on my right arm. It's nice and bare. I've rolled down my sweatshirt per usual. Let me put my sweatshirt back on this arm. I'm cold lately. Are you guys cold? Is it cold where you're living right now? Because I'm feeling frigid and I usually love the winter. So this is just a little baffling to me. But yeah. Anyways, the first shade is like it's a matte brow bone highlight. For certain people it's a beige color, and it is Bellagio. Isn't that like the casino that they robbed in Ocean's 11? Love that movie and that whole series. Love it all. This is, like I said, a really nice beige shade. I actually have this on my eyes today to help blend out the blue. I used a very little amount. As you can see, you can't really tell, which is the point. I didn't want you to be able to tell that I used this shade. Next is a duochrome, and it is Disco Volante, and this appears to be a gold, but it definitely has a really nice greeny blue shift to it. You can definitely see it in pan, and you definitely saw it when I had my eye look. My previous eye look, I don't remember what video. I want to say it was in my, I recorded that look before I did my last Must Have Must Gag. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I will have that video linked down below in case you're interested. Then we have the shade Palazzo, which is a really nice like mustardy shade. I wasn't expecting this to be a mustardy shade, I must admit. I was expecting this to just be another basic beige, and don't get me wrong, it is a beige. On my complexion, all three of these babies basically look the same, but this is a shade that I will actually reach for more likely than this one up here. Don't get me wrong, I've been able to use both shades, which is always a good thing, but in the grand scheme of things, if I was really just reaching into colors that I was inspired by and really wanted to use, I would use these two colors. I wouldn't use this top one. Next we have oh my gosh, why do I keep doing this myself? Paparazzo. Is that like paparazzi but in Italian? Anyways, this is a shimmer, and this is a beautiful, beautiful green shimmer. This is on my eyes today. I have this in my inner portion of my lid. So very, very pretty color. Middle, we have La Dulce Vita, which is a matte. It's like the matte forest green. I didn't really pick up that much product, that's my bad, but it's a very, very beautiful shade. I actually used this to be like my outer V deepener in this look, which is different, and I actually like how this look came out. Ooh, child, I need to rest on my thing. I really liked how this look came out. It's really pretty, and the green and the blue really blend together, but in the best possible way. Not blending out, but blend together. Last shade on this row, we have is that say? Spazzato. And this is an interesting shade. This, I wouldn't say is a shimmer. I would say this is more of a satin when I used it. It just has gone off more of a satin than their shimmers or their metallics, but it is a very pretty color, and I really did enjoy the application of that color. Last row, we have Aquarama, and this is the lighter of the two matte blues in this palette. Pretty nice pigmentation, nice kind of depth when it comes between these two. I will say that obviously that is the shade in my crease. It does blend out deeper than it kind of swatches and even appears in the pan, so do keep that in mind. I don't know why I was keeping my arm up the whole time. Do keep that in mind if you are trying to use this to kind of create a gradient. There you go. Next we have Bella Figura. Child, I told y'all my Italian was never here. Then this is the blue metallic. This is another beauty, actual beauty. This is the outer lid shade that I have. I love this shade. Very, very nice. And then last shade in this palette, which is the darkest shade in this palette, is Mozzafiato. It's a really, really deep navy blue. Very nicely pigmented, and I enjoy the fact that they decided this palette did not need a black to be fully deepened, but you could just deepen it out with a shade that's similar to the actual color scheme. So this is the full palette. Let me show you guys the actual palette. There is kick up in this palette in case you were interested and you were wondering, so do keep that in mind. And yeah, actually, let me just go ahead. This isn't going to just be a swatches. I'm just going to go ahead and review this baby because I was going to do another video, but why? I love this palette. I love the formulation. I will say that when comparing this to their Harajuku palette, I enjoy the metallics, and I even enjoy the satin just as I enjoyed their satins in the Harajuku palette. I enjoy the mattes as well, but I do kind of wish that they had that really foiled, glittering oil grease formula that they had in the Harajuku palette. Actually, let me just reach to get mine so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this is my Harajuku palette, and I'm talking about this row right here. This row was just full of like beautiful, beautiful like gel. I don't even know how to describe them. I think they call these just their metallic formulation, but it's like metallic with glitter. It is an outstanding formula. I can't lie, I do wish that they brought this formula to this palette, but for this palette, I do enjoy it. I like the interesting twist of this metallic because looking at it in the pictures, looking at it even in the pan, I didn't recognize it until I actually put it on my eye, and I was like, oh, it's kind of, if you have or have been aspiring to get the Natasha Denona gold palette, you know how she has the like shifty green goldy metallics? That's basically what this shade is. It's a beautiful shade. So I would recommend this palette in case you are interested. I took the time, like I said in my haul, to get this when it was on sale. So it's me, y'all. I'm gonna recommend you wait till you get a sale. But if you can't wait, and if you really wanted a palette in this particular color scheme, and like me, you're not a huge fan of Certified's formula or Ace Beauty's formula, I would recommend this palette. This palette gives you 9 shades at 0.05 grams or ounces, or 1.5 grams, the exact same amount as in this palette, and it has a 12-month shelf life. It is cruelty free and vegan. Nothing much more to say about this palette, honestly. You do get a mirror just as you got with the Harajuku palette, and I believe I ended up paying $27. If that's incorrect, I will of course, as always, have the information rolling on the screen for you guys. But that's it. This is kind of a spontaneous review, but it is a true review, and I do feel confident with my reviewing skills when it comes to this palette. Like I said, these are the swatches. They are definitely beautiful. I did enjoy them, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.